In this video we will discuss about the arguments that we pass to a function as a parameter. We can create a function with or without any arguments. It's totally depending on the business logic that we are trying to implement. There is no restriction to the number of arguments that can be passed to a function. All the arguments passed needs to be separated using a comma. Arguments are required to be passed into functions to perform certain business logic. For example, we can create a function which accepts 3 input parameters and which will always returns addition of 3 numbers, using a return keyword. Similarly, a variable x is declared which will hold the value returned from the function to process further. Let's test the function arguments using a program. We will create a program to add 3 numbers which accepts 3 arguments. In the program, a function named sum_numbers is created with 3 arguments or input parameters, are defined as n1, n2, and n3. A variable sum is defined to store the values of all the 3 numbers. Print statement is added to print the sum of numbers. Next, we will call the function by specifying all the 3 input parameters as 10, 20, and 30. When executed, we can see that it has printed the sum of all the numbers as 60. What if we provide less or more number of parameters to the function which is expecting 3 arguments? Let's try passing only 2 arguments to the function and execute the program again. We get an error message as missing 1 required argument n3. The error is coming because it's mandatory to pass all the argument to the function. Now let's pass more than the required parameters. This time passing 4 parameters and executing the program again. We get an error message that only 3 arguments are required but 4 were passed. Similarly, we can return value from the function by using the return function. Variable x is used to store the value returned from the function. Print statement is used to print the value returned from the function. When executed, we can see that the value 66 printed in the function is also returned from the function, and then it gets printed again using the variable x. So, this is how we can pass parameters to the function and also return the value from the function.